So the question that we're going to answer today is, are there spiritual forces at work in the world? Are some of them dark and demonic and diabolical? Are they evil? And if evil forces are at work, is God more powerful than those forces? And is there any way that we can access his power so that we're not overcome, overwhelmed, overtaken by them, but we can live in the freedom that he has for us? That's what we're going to deal with today. We're in the Jesus Miracles sermon series, and today's question is, does Jesus deliver people from demons today? That's the big question. And so what's really curious is, as we're heading into dark days, and how many of you, even in recent years, just the sudden rapid decline of Western culture is quite shocking and quite concerning. I would tell you that there are dark forces at work to bring death and destruction, and they are in fact demonic. And what's really curious is, even those who don't necessarily yet understand the Bible or believe in Jesus Christ, they are coming to some understanding that we are more than just physical beings, and what we're dealing with is in fact highly spiritual, and sometimes spiritual conflict or war playing itself out in realities that are political and cultural. I'll give you an example. This is a recent Pew Research study. 83% of all U.S. adults believe people have a soul or a spirit in addition to their physical body. 81% say there is something spiritual beyond the natural world, even if we cannot see it. That would be angels and demons and God. 74% say there are some things that science cannot possibly explain. 45% say they have had a sudden feeling of connection with something from beyond this world, and 30% say they have personally encountered a spirit or an unseen spiritual force. I believe as we're getting closer to the last days and the end of time, I believe that the work of the Holy Spirit and demonic spirits increases. And I believe those who are not yet aware of who Jesus is, they are aware that we are spiritual people and we're dealing with spiritual forces. And what we're seeing as well as we head into these dark days, we're seeing people being activated and aware of God by experiencing first that which is demonic. I don't know if you saw the headline this week. Tucker Carlson, a political commentator, says that a demon attacked him, left him bleeding in bed with claw marks and scars. So a year ago, he said this to a friend. It recently came out that he was sort of a moderate Episcopalian. And that means that he was sort of Christian adjacent, not all in for Jesus, but maybe down the street a few doors, And so what happens is that he was sort of a pseudo-ish kind of maybe Christian a bit. Yeah, that's an Episcopalian. Moving right along. And if you're Episcopalian, stop being an Episcopalian. Okay. So he's an Episcopalian, so he goes to bed one night, and in the middle of the night, he gets attacked by something unseen. It literally shredded his body. He had claw marks, woke up, turned on the light, and was bleeding. Didn't trigger the alarm in his home. His wife was sleeping in bed. This was something unseen. So he asked a Christian who was on his staff, what in the world happened to me? And they said, you had a demonic attack. A being from the unseen realm entered into the seen realm, and a spiritual being brought you a physical attack. And what Tucker Carlson says, that it shocked him. He's not talked about it for a year because he's been trying to figure out what in the world happened to me. One thing he did say in the interview that I thought was quite insightful, he said it gave him a deep and profound desire to start reading the Bible. Okay? Yeah. You're like, a demon attacked me. Where's that book? Where is that book? Please give me that book. The book that tells me what is happening and what to do about it. So then all of a sudden, I believe that in his kind providence, God allowed a demonic attack to get the attention of a brilliant and influential man, to awaken him to the possibility of spirituality so that he would understand that there are demons at work in the world as well as God and angels, and you better decide which side of the fight you're on because the fight is coming for you. That's the story of his life and testimony. Thanks for joining me. My name is Pastor Mark. I've been teaching the Bible for more than 3 decades and head on constant collisions with woke culture. And I would love to get you more Bible teaching. 2 things you can do. Go ahead and watch the sermon in total and also subscribe to the channel. And I'll just keep sending you Bible teaching and we'll have a lot more fun together.